Well, to introduce the video recovery, things are going well. As you will see, built a temporary pilot house structure over where the pilot house was so that we wouldn't have to go through the expense of having it put back on and taken back off for transport again. Plus, it's easier to work on the pilot house down low, less steps. And I built some temporary workbenches in there. Next thing to do is get some temporary power out there and get a solar panel hooked up so that we can keep the battery bank charged. So we didn't lose the battery bank. Um, Somehow, one of the lead weights in the keel managed to knock one of the main wires out of the battery switch and right out of its lug. So I I don't think I crimped that one. It was already on. Trust me, I'll crimp it tight this next time. She's been power washed inside once, and probably, especially the keel, will get power washed again because it's pretty scuzzy. I'll probably have to pull the shaft. But anyway, I ramble on. I want to thank everyone that has donated to help get the boat home and get it out of the tide flats and all of that. Renting the forklift was much less painful as a result of all the donations. So I'm really grateful for the help. And we've used some of that money as well towards um, buying stuff for the structure. The OSB I had, and in fact, we ripped it down into 2-foot sections by 8 foot long, and we used it on the tide flats while we were recovering the vessel. So I just power washed it off and used it again. So it's been great to have had it in my storage container, and now we are using it productively to protect the boat from this winter. I don't imagine I'll have it ready to go back in the water till next year at the earliest. I will be adding ballast and structure, and I haven't fully designed all of that by any means. We just finished yesterday getting everything more or less secured for the weather, and today was our first rain, so perfect timing. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. If not it monetarily, in kind words, I've really appreciated that support throughout this ordeal. It's been almost a month now. So thank you again, and I hope you gain some insight from watching this. I tried to put it in order, step by step, how we went through the process of getting it up. There's airbag. We used an airbag. We used two, but one of them apparently had some valve issues, but it wasn't needed. It's just the port side that's too heavy, apparently. And that airbag is rated for 2,000 pounds fully submerged and fully inflated. It was about half inflated and never fully submerged, and it lifted the boat. So that tells you I probably need 900 pounds on the other side to get it upright and to stay upright. So that's a first step, and then we'll look at adding more keel weight as well. I'm probably going to add a wing-shaped keel underneath of the existing keel, but that's to be determined in the future. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoy the video. Well, she made it home safely last night. No trailer issues, just a smooth ride home. What a good feeling to be this far. Now all we need to do is muck her out and hose her down so we got the salt water out. And then we can assess what really is damaged. Most of it's on the port side. Unfortunately, that's where the dash was, and it's a mess. So a lot of work ahead, but there it is. For now, I'm going to build a tent over the cockpit where the pilot house was, rather than the expense of putting it back. Plus, it's easier to work on it down low on the ground. So that's it for today. Well, that's the pilot house's home for probably a year while we work on the rest of the boat. I'll just build a tent over the part that it covered so that weather stays out. and I'll lower that down onto a platform once I have a little more time. We still have to bring the main boat home tonight, and then the real party begins, pulling all the mildewy clothes and rotten food. So we didn't gain as much as we wanted last night. The port airbag slipped up somehow. We thought we had it tied secure enough, but it slipped way up. But it did keep it from toppling over. So as when the tide gets out far enough, we'll try getting 2 jacks underneath of the port side and get it up proper plumb and block it, and then redo the airbags so that tonight we can get her centered the rest of the way. So she was floating, just not quite right still. Anyway, that's the update for today, Thursday. But the water is making a rainbow effect on the side of the main salon around the round port lights. I can see it in the camera, but it's not as bright as it is in real time. So hopefully it comes out pretty amazing. And the boat's sitting like it's really supposed to, other than that it's still not high enough water to float her. Well, that's the position it's supposed to be in, and we think we have everything secured. We have blocking under it, so it stays in that position, and the blocking is wood, but it's all fastened to each other and to the boat front, fore to aft, and a thwartship. So it should just stay with the boat where it is. And the bag is on the side that seems to be too heavy, so we'll find out shortly, well, in a couple hours probably, what floating we get, and we'll try to center it in this ramp because it's a little bit off to one side right now. That's it for today. It's been a long day. The chine was on the ground this morning and the keel was on the ground, so we didn't gain anything last night, unfortunately, but we picked it up anyway. So there we go. Well, just a slight update. The crane company got greedy, and even though they were going to be literally right there near where that red truck is, they wanted to charge me everything they charged them and more to come around the corner of this building and lift me out. So I rented this, and we already have the back end up where it needs to be to get the trailer under, and we'll be able to pick the front today. We should have it out tonight, and I'll try to video some time lapse for that. And that's my temporary pilot house to protect the downstairs from more water intrusion. This is our first rainy day. Just presently it's not raining, and it looks atrocious, but it's effective. It'll keep it out even through winter. Basically it's a double layer. Inside there's still one layer of plastic to put over that interior frame, and yeah, so dehumidifiers are running, and it's been power washed inside once. I'm sure the keel's going to need it some more. I probably have to pull the shaft so I can access the shaft alley, which is fairly narrow and I can't get my hands past the shaft easily. So anyway, we've power washed some of the outside, not all of it. This side will have to be repolished. This is the side that spent so much time laying in the water. And hopefully I'll get some temporary solar panel up there over the butterfly hatch so that I can keep the batteries up. I'm going to get some temporary power up to there, and I put some workbenches up in that fake pilot house just so we can not be running back and forth to the shop quite so much during recovery. So that's it for today, and I thank everyone for watching. Certainly it's been a trying ordeal. It's been almost exactly a month now since June 28th when the accident happened, and I've had some time to calculate things that need to be changed, especially trim ballast. As you watch the videos, you'll see that when we were riding her, there is some times that it was really easy to lift her, and then some difficult times. So anyway, we've kind of considered some of those things so far. Still some calculations to do. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and share the channel. And thank you everyone for their donations so far. It helped pay for the forklift and took care of quite a few other things. We've started ordering some parts for the electrical, the light switches that are shot, and things like that. So thank you again. Well, there it is. You can see that strange light on the side. Really dancing now. It's beautiful.